Assalamualaikum, how are you?
Aslam, I'm fine, thanks. How are you?
I'm fine too. It's been a long time. We are sitting here, and could you please briefly introduce yourself to the audience and the listeners?
Well, yes, my name is Sohail. I'm from Gujarat, and I've been in touch with you like since 2007 or 8, and it's been a long time. To the people, I'm a digital marketer, as a front-end developer as well, and working as a freelancer. It's been like 15 years. Right? Which is 2005, I've been doing all these things, and after the matriculation, I started all that. I learned a lot, like self-learning, researching on the internet, and all. So I hope that everybody who wants to learn these days digital marketing, about the digital things, about the online earning, it's a pretty super easy time to learn all that. So because it's never been easier since like due to the pandemic, the things have been like very fast. Something that was going to be happening in 2030 or 25 is happening now. And so now is the time to grab the opportunity, learn something if you want to, if you have to.
Indeed, indeed. So, do you mind mentioning? Is it important to have a proper educational background to begin with this kind of stuff?
Some basic knowledge about the computers, some basic English language skills, because ultimately you're gonna work with the people who are from abroad. So maybe you need to know something about the English language.
It's an international market.
Yeah, yes, it's the international market you're gonna work with. So you may also be like working with the local market, but international should be the target.
Indeed. So, do you mind if I begin with the questions that I have been listed?
Yes, sure.
So, what is digital marketing, by the way, if you ask?
Digital marketing is just like the marketing, but that's the marketing that you do on the internet. It's a simple answer to that question. And if we expand the answer, so digital marketing is a huge subject, so it covers a lot of things. It starts with the SEO, SEM, SMO, and content. After that, on-page SEO, off-page SEO, and how do you manage the channels of the marketing channels you're going to work with. So these sort of things cover. All these things that I mentioned, these are needed in digital marketing, and these are the tools. Then there are third-party tools that you use while in the process. We're going to also discuss on that. If you have questions.
Yeah, definitely. I think that fulfills the first question's requirement. What would my company benefit from digital marketing if I hire an agency?
Okay, depending on the type of the company you have, you may be like applying a type of strategy that's gonna work for you. Okay, if you're selling, let's say you're selling the mobiles online, so you're gonna follow somebody who has done that already, and so you can't follow somebody who is selling the medicine online. It's the approach, the type of approach you have to figure out for yourself. One thing that could work for yourself or couldn't work for somebody else, and vice versa. Like working for somebody else can't work for you. And the how it's going to be benefiting to your firm is that online presence these days is something that's inevitable. You have to be there. You have to be there among all of these who are working on that thing. It's a great opportunity to connect with the people, to the great number of audience in a specific region, the laser targeting features and all. So it's gonna be giving you the profit like 10x more times.
Indeed.
If it's a service, if it's a product, so it's a great way to give the exposure to the whole new world.
By the way, I have this terminology in my next question. SEO, is it part of something of digital
SEO
marketing?
is one of the biggest parts of the digital marketing. SEO. SEO stands for the search engine optimization. So when you say that, what is SEO?
What is SEO?
So the question is, right when you search something on the Google, like you search the keyword, so always something is going to come up. That thing that is on the top, that is SEO'd, I use this term, that has been optimized for the search engine optimization. So once you optimize a specific website for a specific keywords and that comes to the top, so that means that you have done the SEO. So you are searching for a glass or maybe the glasses, So you search the classes in the Gujarat and your shop or the business is coming to the top. So think for yourself what's gonna happen. So that's SEO. That's the
Right.
power of SEO.
So it's totally related to the engine optimization searching.
Search engine optimization, yes, that's related to that. It has parts on page, off page, and all. But the main thing is you gotta keep track of everything in this particular thing.
True. So SEM is similar to SEO.
No, it's kind of similar, but there's a huge difference because SEO is what you put efforts into it, and the SEM is you put the money into it. That's search engine marketing. You know, marketing needs the money, and you get what you pay for. The more you spend the money on it, the more exposure you get. Once you search something on the Google, you see a strip to the top. There's a specific area for the ads. So those are the ads that have been like in the search results due to the payments that they have made. Like you say that if somebody searches a specific keyword and I should be there to the top in that specific area. So you're gonna set the budget, the daily budgets and the budget per click. So that's how these are calculated. So that this is the way that differentiates between the SEO and SEM.
So in digital marketing, how important is the content that we're working on basically?
Well, in the SEO, they say content is the king. The king. So now you may know how important is that part, and that's the main thing that Google is gonna know about something. If you have a product that you are marketing, that you have put on your website, so everybody is gonna search. They're not gonna search the image. They're gonna search the search term. So if the search term is in the content and the content is delivering the value and the Google doesn't think that this is something irrelevant, so you are going to be to the top ultimately.
And what are the keywords that we work on basically?
Keywords, it's a huge question as well. It has some wide specific things. The keyword is something that you search. Like if you are looking for, there are several types of keywords: phrase match, keyword long tail. If you search for something that is needed to be searched to you, like anything, it could be anything. So that's called keyword.
And
So
it has to be relevant to the subject of the.
that's always relevant. So your content should be relevant to the keyword that your targeted user is searching. So like let's say you are searching like Samsung mobile in Gujarat. That's a keyword. So now to refine it, to fine tune it, you may like add like a specific model plus brand plus city or location.
So those are my keywords.
Yeah, that makes one keyword. Those characteristics of the keywords, and once you're optimizing your campaign in the search engine or the SEO, you're gonna use Google Ads for the right amount of the information that they give to you. Like if a certain keyword is searched for like X many times in a specific country, and this is the results and all.
Sir, you have touched, I think, all the essential points regarding fundamentals of digital marketing. How
Yeah.
often should I update my website when it comes to?
Depending on the type of the website, if you have an e-commerce website, you have the products, so you may be like updating like each day, or maybe when you get the products. And talking about the content, you have a services website. There must be a blog where you will be putting the fresh content with the keywords, obviously. Because one thing that I must say that once you work on the keywords, there are always like low competition keywords, medium competition keywords, and high competition keywords. So in the beginning, you cannot aim for the higher ones because you need to build the trust flow rate on the Google. So once you are good with the low competition keywords, then obviously you need to go to the like medium level keywords. So in order to do that, you need to upgrade the website or technically put some new things into that with the new set of keywords. So updates are everything. If you ask for the frequency of how frequently you need to do that, at least once a week or twice a week. If you need to be like telling the Google that you are doing something for the betterment of the website.
So do you also need a blog to go with this digital marketing thing?
As I said earlier, if you have a product-based website, so you obviously for that you need a blog. So if you have a website which is like giving you the information of something, like you're covering a certain topic of health, or you're providing something something useful to the user about a specific nature or about a specific topic, so then you will be that itself is called more likely a blog. So that's the same thing. But if you have an e-commerce based website or services based website that you don't often need to update, or you don't have anything, for that you need a blog.
Right.
That
So-
also needs to be updated.
True. But how often should I post on a blog, or should I update my social media profiles?
I don't know. These are two very different things. So
Okay.
the blog, like as I said, at least once a day or twice a week, something like that, depending on your targets, depending on the needs of your audience, or the content you come up with, and the level of zeal, or the level of like thing that you're involved into it, or how much time you are willing to give it to this thing. And about the social media, that's a separate part. There you need to be active all the time. You need to answer to the queries of the user, because if you are promoting the paid ones, you might be getting
Comments.
queries or comments all the
Yeah,
time.
Exactly.
So you need to be there. So if you have some upgrades, or if you do 10 things in a day, so there must be one upgrade at least. So that's on the daily frequency, or maybe like hourly, depending on the reach of the people, depending on the sales that you make, or the promotions that you have, depending on that. That's directly proportional to that.
Right. So inbound marketing is different from digital marketing. What is inbound marketing?
No, it's just a part of the marketing. Inbound, like call centers, that there are inbound call centers, and then there are outbound call centers. So in inbound, like in outbound, you do something that you reach the people. In inbound, you do something and then they reach you. You like create a campaign. Yes. You don't pick up the phone or the call. You don't write the email. So that's the difference between inbound and outbound. So that also comes under the digital marketing.
Right. So what social media channels should my business be using?
All that you can.
Whatever
that
is
you can.
available.
Yeah, Facebook, Twitter, and the Instagram, and all of these, the YouTube, wherever there is audience, that's your place. Earn it or burn it.
Right. So my last question would be: is email marketing still effective?
Sort of, yes. If you have a list of subscribers, they are willingly subscribing to you. So that's something you will be doing that, because if you have like a list of subscribers and you have something new, you email them. So these days, email is not like it used to be 10 years ago. So everybody has this access like an SMS or a message. So everybody can see that. So email marketing, in my way, it has a better value, like, as compared to the past decade.
Right. So thank you so much for taking
You're
time.
welcome. You're welcome.
See you.
Okay, see you.
Assalamu
Namaste.